Hello, welcome to the News Podcast Daily, and following today's top stories.
The Politburo hosts a conference guiding the conduct of criticism and self-criticism to strengthen the party. President Trương Tấn Sang receives new incoming ambassadors of Australia and Nigeria in Hanoi. The Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers maintained aquatic export forecast of $6.5 billion this year.
The Politburo on August 13th organized a national conference guiding the implementation of criticisms and self-criticisms of party members and leaders at all levels. The event was attended by Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng, among others.
According to Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng, starting in July this year, the Politburo and Party Central Committee Secretariat has already introduced self-criticism of individuals and collectives, as said in Resolution 4. From this month, the program will be implemented at organizations and party groups at central level. This would be later expanded to all local levels. Members of the Politburo and Party Central Committee Secretariat were involved in self-criticism over 12 days recently. They were divided into two groups, including the country's leaders, President Trương Tấn Sang, Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng, and National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng. All made self-criticism reports in front of the Politburo and the Party Central Committee Secretariat. The Party General Secretary assigned the Party Central Committee Inspectorate to assess the reports by September 2012 and hand them to the Politburo. The Politburo and the Party Central Committee agreed that through self-criticism, the party would further understand concerns related to the party building, such as problems regards to the leadership and management of state-owned enterprises. At the conference, party leader Trọng said self-criticism could only be effective if all members deeply realized the importance of the process. Criticism and self-criticism is a solution of tremendous importance. The organization of criticism and self-criticism from central level down to grassroots level offer us a huge opportunity to build and rectify the party, to make it purer and stronger, and to regain, consolidate, and increase people's trust in the party and our regime. He asked municipal and provincial party committees to thoroughly grasp the party's central committee's instructions and learn from its experience to make prompt adjustments and productive application in making self-criticism. A sense of responsibility must be fully upheld to make criticism and self-criticism productive, party leader Trọng said.
President Trương Tấn Sang received new incoming ambassadors of Australia and Nigeria in Hanoi on August 14.
In his meeting with Australian Ambassador Hugh Borromin, Sang said he hopes the diplomat will promote the comprehensive partnership that already exists between the two countries during her tenure in Vietnam. He highlighted the far development of bilateral relations, especially in diplomacy and economics, and said Vietnam and Australia should become closer in every field, especially education. Ambassador Borromin said that Australia always attaches a great deal of importance to developing its relationship with Vietnam, adding that the country sees Vietnam as one of its important partners in the region. He stated that he will make every effort to boost diplomatic ties between the two countries in the future, while delivering his wish for gaining Vietnam's support for his country's bid to join the United Nations Security Council. On welcoming Mazi Okafor Matthias Ozi, who is first Nigerian ambassador to Vietnam, the president said that Vietnam and Nigeria can promote cooperation in the fields of oil and gas, telecoms and agriculture. He suggested that the ministries and sectors of both countries reach agreements to facilitate the partnership of their business communities. Ambassador Ozi replied by saying that he personally admires Vietnam's role and position in ASEAN and throughout the region. He added that Nigeria has one of the biggest markets in West Africa and called on Vietnamese businesses to invest in this huge potential market.
Minister of Public Security Trần Đại Quang and Cambodian Minister of Home Affairs Sa Khang have agreed to raise effective results of bilateral cooperation to ensure political stability, security, and social order in each country.
During their talks held in Phnom Penh on August 13, as part of Minister Quang's visit to Cambodia, the officials also agreed that the increase of effective cooperation will help reinforce and expand traditional friendship and cooperation between Vietnam and Cambodia. Sa Khang, who is also Deputy Prime Minister, spoke highly of Minister Quang's working visit to his country and said it manifests vividly traditional solidarity, friendship and cooperation between the two ministries. He also affirmed wishes to continue maintaining and furthering the two ministries' ties in the future for the sake of the two peoples. Minister Quang congratulated Cambodian people on their recent socio-economic achievements obtained under the leadership of King Norodom Sihamoni and Prime Minister Hun Sen. On the occasion, he presented professional equipment and tools to the Cambodian police.
The editorial vote on drafting amendments to the 1992 Constitution convened its fifth plenary meeting in Hanoi on August 13th to comment on proposed amendments to the Constitution.
Phan Chung Lee, chairman of the National Assembly's Law Committee and head of the editorial board, said this important meeting is to decide which contents will be presented to the 1992 Constitution Amendment Drafting Committee at its next session. At the two-day meeting, the editorial board's agenda is to discuss and comment on the review of execution of the 1992 Constitution and propose amendments and supplements to the preamble, Chapter 1 on political regime, Chapter 2 on human rights, and fundamental rights and obligations of citizens of the Constitution. Board members plan to give opinions on amendments and supplements to economic, cultural, social, scientific, technological, and environmental matters in Chapter 3, the defense of Vietnam in Chapter 4, among other issues.
The Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers still maintains its aquatic export focus of $6.5 billion in 2012, although the earnings in the past 7 months was just equivalent to 50% of the set target.
In the first 7 months of this year, the fisheries sector earned $3.4 billion from aquatic exports, a year-on-year increase of 6.5%, and equivalent to 50% of its export target set for this year. Despite a low demand for aquatic products in the European market, one of Vietnam's key customers in the field, in the first 6 months of this year, Vietnam is likely to achieve its annual target of $6.5 billion in aquatic exports, said the association. The European market remains a major market for Vietnamese aquatic products, and its demand is forecast to increase sharply later this year. Additionally, positive signals from the raw materials input market and a rise in trophies prices are also expected to help the country reach its target.
The Vietnam Invested Bank for Investment and Development of Cambodia, BIDC, marked its business expansion in Cambodia by inaugurating its new headquarters in the country on August 13.
The new headquarters provides an evidence of the bank's firm and strong development in the Cambodian market. After 3 years of operation, BIDC is now listed among the top 5 banks with largest assets and credit balance in Cambodia. The bank's total assets is worth $480 million, and its credit balance is valued at over $320 million. It provides funding for many projects of Vietnamese investors in Cambodia. On the occasion, the bank signed a contract to provide banking services to Bure Bang Huk Company of Cambodia.
And we come to the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.